Hi Aquarius, this is your end of the month reading from January the 16th to the 30th. I hope everyone is having a good start to the new year. If this resonates with you, please like, subscribe, share, comment. If it doesn't, check your moon and rising because you could be in that energy as well. Let me just pull some cards here and kind of see where we're at. For Aquarius, please. For Aquarius, please. Aquarius, please. All right. Aquarius, seems like there's something, a major chapter closing for you. And you might feel like that too, like this transition here has been like, this has been one chapter of my life. This is kind of going to be the new chapter because we have the world and the main energy, and the world kind of means ending of a cycle. It means we're ready to kind of move on to the next. Here something's kind of closed, something's finished. Here some of you might be doing more stuff involved around the world. Maybe the world is like in general is going to be a major key for you. Maybe you're traveling, maybe you're starting work where it requires you to go to different destinations here, but it kind of feels like more like a major chapter is closing for you. We have the Knight of Wands in reversed and in the Sun in reversed. The Sun in reversed is not a bad thing. The Sun in reversed is saying just happiness is a little bit delayed here. Maybe there was a fire sign that you were dealing with here, but it kind of seems like more like your creative energy. So what the Knight of Wands in reverse kind of represents is kind of like passion dying out in a way. I don't know, it's just kind of feeling like whatever you are doing right now, maybe you're transitioning out of an old job into something new here. Because we do have the Ace of Wands, but it just feels like passion dying out. Maybe what you're doing right now, you were like, this isn't what I thought it was going to be. All I gotta say is that the energy feels like stick with it. I mean, you're not gonna love it all the time, right? But it seems like here you're just having a little bit of a lull moment, just having a little bit of a moment where you're just like, I don't really feel creative right now, or you're like, I don't feel like I really want to do this. But again, Sun in reverse just means happiness is on the way, so don't lose hope right now. Maybe things are just kind of not passionate right now because you're leaving some old things behind with this world in reverse card here, but the Ace of Wands means kind of a new creative beginning. So maybe for me that might feel like you're moving into maybe a new job here, maybe a new idea, something you are, maybe there's two options here, one thing you're more passionate about than the other. But wherever it is, there is this kind of creative new start after a time of you maybe feeling like, I don't know, this other creative project wasn't really giving me happiness. It was great at first, but it's kind of like meh. So some of you might be kind of exploring new options here. Definitely cycle changes here, but we have the Death card in reversed, and that could be Scorpio energy as well. But the Death card kind of represents an ending of something here. So there's something with the Death card here, Aquarius, that we're not allowing to end. We're not allowing it to have kind of like a finish here. We're not allowing this kind of chapter to kind of close, and I want to see why maybe we aren't doing that. So with this Death card, can you just clarify? Reversed, what is it? Hey, okay. I don't know why here. Maybe this was, maybe this had to do with kind of someone's death here that we were kind of healing from or pain from. But it's almost like it's not allowing us to feel like we will be abundant, or there's something around here that we're kind of still attached to that we're not letting go of, that thinks kind of life will always be pain. Feels like, you know, that we won't be, maybe good things kind of won't come to us. You know, I don't know what this energy is, but it's feeling like you just almost don't see it. You just don't see like or think that you can ever get here to the Ten of Pentacles, because the Ten of Pentacles is like everything you've ever wanted in life. It's abundance, it's doing the things you love, it's stability, it's all of that. And there's this weird kind of energy where you feel like you can maybe never get there. When I was popping out this card, the 10 of Swords came up upright, but then when it almost like when it fell down, like on the side here, it kind of twisted, reversed. So I'm just trying to figure out how to take that, but it feels like, again, this like maybe past pain, or maybe this pain that we're healing from in the past, and made us feel like life was just struggle, that life is just kind of hard, that life is just kind of pain. That's kind of the cycle that we need to really let go of, and we really need to move into our abundance and kind of switch our energy here and really feel like we can get here to our highest kind of everything that we want in our life, our highest potential, you know, where life is sweet, where life is kind to us. Because again, in the top row here, the Sun in reverse, it's just like we're not there yet, but you kind of feels like you're almost getting in your own way of that a little bit. Maybe this, whatever this Death card too had to do with the Scorpio that we were really hurt by or pained by here. But all I gotta say is just kind of focus on this kind of abundance here. Focus, Aquarius, that you know you will get everything that you kind of want in life. Really, this is the message I'm getting. Really feel that it's due here, you know, like I'm due for good things to happen to me, and kind of switch into that energy. Yeah, because we have the Knight of Swords in reverse, which kind of means just kind of stuck energy. Whatever it is that's feeling stuck or feels like it's not working right now, keep at it. That's all I gotta say here, because we have the Eight of Cups coming out after the Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords in reverse means just things are feeling stuck, things that feel like maybe they're not moving forward, changes are coming. It's just a time for you of hard of work, so keep working on your stuff here. Keep working on what you want to master, what you want to create here. If you're at a job, you know, just keep kind of doing what you are doing, because I think, and the energy is feeling like right now, Aquarius, is that like you are just working kind of on your craft and you're kind of working hard at it, but it's kind of in the beginning stages, right, with this Ace of Wands, with this new kind of new beginning, this new passion here. So they're just kind of like, keep working at it, keep doing what you're doing. If you're working at it, you're not stuck. If you are doing work to move forward, and there's a card in one of my Starseed oracles that was like that, which is like baby steps of action. This is like a step. If you are working at it, you are not stuck, because you're creating something. Something is moving along, right? You're doing the work here. So I don't want you to feel like, again, whatever circumstance you're in right now, nothing will change. And because it will, just kind of keep focusing on what you're doing here. And again, then we have Seven of Pentacles popping out too. You're like seeing all the kind of, all the work that you've done so far as well. And you're like, hey, I have been making progress. I have been kind of moving forward here. You know, I've done this, this, and that. I'm like proud of myself. So make sure as you are working, as you are putting in that energy, that you are also respecting what you've done so far, how far you have come, you know, what you've done to kind of get here. Because sometimes we get so caught up in what the future will look like, that we forget to be or appreciative of our past, of the work that we've already done, you know. Because again, it feels like this stuck energy is almost kind of like a weird kind of man-made energy, in the sense of feeling like nothing's happening, but things are happening, and it's almost like you being like, I'm stuck, and you're just like, but are you actually stuck, you know? Past creeping up here. This is past, and that's what we talked about with reflection too. Yeah, it's just the past energy right now creeping up, that again, this idea or energy that you won't get the things you want, or you won't be kind of abundant here, or that you can't kind of manifest kind of good things into your life. We have the Empress in reversed. The Empress can also represent, it could be, it's like fertility as a way too. So for some of you, maybe in the past, there was some pregnancy issues popping up here. But it feels like also our energy of just like not feeling abundant, or just not feeling like, again, things will work out properly. Here, some of you might have had a mother influence who was like that from the past, who kind of maybe put that in your head, that like, you know, things never work out, things, always kind of bad is kind of on the way. I don't know why I keep getting that energy here, but it has to do with something with your past, which again, it's feeling like it's like hard to, sorry, all the sirens, I live downtown. It's hard to kind of kick here and allow us to kind of move into our new space of abundance. There definitely feels like some energy where someone's kind of, sorry for all the sirens, everyone. It definitely feels like where there's this energy here with Page of Swords reversed. We have the Strength card reversed, and we have the Eight of Wands in reversed. And with this energy here, it kind of feels like someone's you're scared of speaking up, or scared of talking out in fear that things won't kind of come in for you here. And I don't know what this is, so maybe there's a conversation that you need to have with either somebody where you have to kind of stand up for yourself, but there's this kind of this fear coming forward to communicate with someone, to talk to someone about something. Maybe this is having to do with your vulnerability. Maybe this is having to do with some stuff that you kind of have dealt with in the past, resurfacing here. But it seems like we're really holding ourselves back in these couple of weeks, holding ourselves back in a conversation here. And I don't know, I'm trying to figure out who this conversation is, or kind of what this conversation that we want to have with this person. But it feels like we're just like kind of not, you know, we're not kind of sending the message, we're not sending that text, we're not initiating this conversation that we want to have with this person. King of Swords in reverse. Yeah, we're just kind of being cold to it here a little bit, closing ourselves off. And the King of Swords in reverse is someone who is kind of like distant, someone who is kind of maybe someone who kind of overthinks, who kind of uses logic too much, in the sense of being like too logical about things, kind of cuts themselves off from energy. They're a little bit cold, you know, they kind of lost the heart, because it's almost like in their brain, this is a lot more safer if I kind of do this kind of logical route. Sometimes it can be someone who's maybe said some mean things. So just watch that you're not becoming cold-hearted. Watch that you're not kind of, whatever this is that we're not speaking up about, or initiating this conversation with. Make sure it's not turning into kind of a resentment in a weird way that is causing us to be cold. Again, it's all this kind of underlining thing of being like, of energy of being like, things won't work out for me. It's like kind of that low vibrational kind of like energy. You gotta kind of maybe see the world in kind of a bit more of a positive light, because the two, if we cut ourselves off emotionally, we have the Two of Swords here in reverse, which means we're not coming at the universe in a way that's kind of giving or like appreciating. We're not allowing new options or new things to come in here, because now we've cut ourselves off energetically from the universe. We've kind of felt like the universe would kind of be this cold, kind of dark place, and we got to really bring kind of our energy up in this kind of cycle. Again, you're on the right track to getting the things you want, but it's almost like that appreciation, that gratitude kind of needs to pop in here. And then I feel like once that's kind of the cycle will kind of close out. For Aquarius, please. Okay, I'm going to read the Starseed Oracle first. So you got Breath of the Cosmos. My will, thy will. Micromanaging the universe. When we rely only on our own will, we're micromanaging the universe and resisting natural flow of life. We're not trusting the mysterious breath of life. We're rejecting the great cosmic intelligence and relying instead on personal strength. When we do this, we find ourselves attempting to bend things to our will. We spend our time forcing, pushing, and living from a space of trying to. Everyone around us can feel it, and the universe can too. And that's what I was just talking about with the universe. Feeling like that energy that we're not having the gratitude, we're not kind of respecting what it's kind of bringing to us or bringing into us, right? You're being called to stop micromanaging the universe and trust the breath of life. To surrender to the greater will that God has for you, and to move from my will to thy will. When you surrender to the great will of life, you begin dancing with the rest of life. When you bow to the great mystery and say, please use me, please show me the way, little by little you find yourself living the most fulfilling, authentic life. When you surrender your personal will, when you relinquish control and release the way you think things should be and surrender to the greater will, you find yourself being led. You begin breathing the breath of life. And again, that is the energies feeling here. When you're like, this is not structurally going the way I planned it to, instead of just being open to whatever kind of the universe is bringing in here, trusting the universe a little bit, right? And I know for some people like this is kind of like religion, but I feel like in a weird way there is this kind of underlining of trusting the kind of greater source energy, that things will work out for you and with good reason. Because if you're trusting them, they're trusting you in a way and will work with you. But if you're feeling like, oh, this isn't here fast enough, you know, this opportunity, like I've been working hard at it and I still haven't seen results, then you're just kind of micromanaging them a little bit too much. I get this card a lot. I'm a Virgo. I get this card a lot. Because I'm just like, no, I want it to work out this with this and this way. And then when it doesn't, I'm just like, well, get upset about it. But hey, that's just life. You also have anxiety and blossoming abundance. So I'll read anxiety first because blossoming is the better one. Obviously, you're like anxiety. You're like, yeah, I get it. I do. Anxiety. The woman on this card is filled with anxiety, worrying about something that causes her a great deal of discomfort. Receiving this card upright may indicate you're experiencing a time of increasing stress, perhaps even a situation that you find yourself brooding about much of the time. However, if you notice the scene outside the window, the storm is in the distance, and perhaps even moving away. Whether what is going on, this card is telling you to release the worry and just let yourself relax. Brooding and breading will never solve things, so trust in yourself and trust in the process. When you live with a relaxed heart and mind, you're far more likely to receive the solutions you think. Again, they're saying things here will work out for you. Right? We also have blossoming and abundance, but one is the best cards. Increasing wealth and value. This card shows a beautiful golden garden in the springtime with coins and new flowers blossoming all around you. They even hang like fruit from the tree above. Upright, this card signals a new increase in wealth and possibly in a dramatic, unexpected way. Be aware, though, sow the seeds of your own wealth and prosperity. Much like a gardener works on the ground and begins to see blossoming results take hold, this card upright indicates that the universe is blessing you and helping the fruits of your labor to blossom. So smell the flowers and tend to the new growth. Be grateful and enjoy. Be grateful, Aquarius. That was your end of the month reading. I hope that helped.